Hi, I'm David Barron, Medical Director of Amigos de Las America, and I'm here to talk to you about insect protection in the field, mainly mosquitoes. Why do we want to talk about mosquitoes? They're just little pests that bite you and you might get an itchy bite, right? Wrong. In the countries that we go to, there are several serious infections that you could get, and we're going to talk today about how to prevent that. What are the infections? First of all, malaria, which is a serious disease. Second of all, dengue, which is in many of the countries we go to. And now the newest player in the field is called chikungunya, or we just call it chick for short, which is very common in some of the areas we go to. I was in the Peace Corps for 2.5 years at one point after I'd done Amigos, and I never got any of these. How? I used the preventive measures I'm going to talk to you about today. Last year, we had quite a few cases of chikungunya and a few cases of dengue amongst our participants. So we really want to try to improve on that this year and see if we can get that number as close to zero as we can. These illnesses range from anything from just making you feel crummy to making you quite sick and lasting quite a long time, or even very serious infections. So first of all, the mosquitoes I'm talking about for chikungunya and dengue are different than the mosquitoes that we have in the United States. It's a different species of mosquito. It's a more aggressive mosquito. It comes into the house more, and they bite all day long. So that's the difference. A, they carry different things we have in the United States, and B, they're different type of mosquitoes that are around all the time. So what do we do? How do we prevent this? Because after all, you get one of these illnesses and then your summer's totally changed. You're not feeling well. You might have to go to clinics. You might even have to go to a hospital if it gets serious. So it's really worth trying to prevent these. So here's how to help prevent that. First of all, try to wear long sleeves whenever you can, long pants, trousers whenever you can. Even gals, I would recommend that. The skirts, you're just leaving your legs wide open. Sandals, of course, are leaving your feet open. So having a barrier is one thing. Second of all, really important is having mosquito repellent, and this is the main thing I want to emphasize today. You want to get mosquito repellent that has 30% to 50% DEET in it. D-E-E-T, DEET. 30 to 50% DEET. If you use this on a regular basis, and this is a good example of one that even the CDC recommends, Ultrathon, you're going to have a much lower chance of catching these infections. There are other brands, and this one, for example, has 100% DEET in it. Why not get that one? Because it's too strong and can damage your skin and give you a rash, and it doesn't really improve the coverage. So 30-40% DEET is perfect. So what you want to do is you want to put these on all your exposed skin. And ideally, I would recommend under your clothing, especially if it's thin clothing. The shirt I'm wearing right now is a regular shirt. Mosquitoes can often bite right through this. So what I would do these days, if I were in the Peace Corps now, is I would put this on under my skin in the morning, first thing when I got up, or like right after I shower, and then wear it all day. Lotions are preferred. It actually works better, and they have better delivery. And if you are wearing sunscreen, which of course you should if you're out in the sun, you put it on top of that. If you put it underneath, the mosquitoes don't smell it, right? So you put it on top so that the mosquitoes are able to, it's not really smell, but you get the idea. Okay, now the other thing I would recommend, especially if there's a lot of mosquitoes around, you don't have thick enough clothing, is also having spray with you. You spray over your clothes once you put this on in the morning, or preferably you bring that spray with you in the field when you're out. If you're out for the day, working on a project, you carry it with you and you spray it over your clothing or over your body, because it's hard to put on lotion when you're out somewhere in the field. If you sweat, it comes off, you put it back on again. And the other thing is you want to use a mosquito netting, a mosquitera, and always sleep in that at night. And so best to put this on like right when you're still in your mosquitera in the morning before you even get dressed, or if you're going to get up and bathe first thing in the morning, you put it on right then, right literally like in the bathing area, the shower, whatever you have. You dry yourself out and put it on immediately, because the mosquitoes will be in there too. So it's really tricky. You want to really try to stay ahead of them. So the only one of these three infections that I mentioned, dengue, chikungunya, and malaria, the only one that you can prevent with medication is malaria. And malaria, you all have recommendations for to take a medication the entire time you're away, as well as a length of time afterward. It's all extremely important to take it the entire time. That infection can stay in your body, get into your spleen, and come out weeks or even months later if you don't take the full tail on it after you come back. So make sure you get the malaria medication, you take it all the way through and all the way till the completion the way it was prescribed for you. In review, I wanted to go over the Mosquitera further, and also the hats. So I think a hat is a good idea, and if you're in the field, like I know some people are going to Costa Rica, this is a little device that has been made up that's kind of like a Mosquitera around your head. And I know it looks goofy, but if you're out working in the rainforest in Costa Rica and you're out there working on a trail, you're going to get bitten on the face. You won't be able to swat mosquitoes. You won't be able to keep the spray on. This is a good way to go. My daughter did a summer in Alaska one time working on a trail crew, and this was her most prized possession that she had to work. You can always go with your favorite sports team. Just make sure you see that one. Or the typical Amigos hat. But this is probably my preferred sort of style. Maybe the Indiana Jones type hat. Keeps the sun off you as well as some of the mosquitoes off your head. This is a mosquito net in case you haven't seen one. It's a very fine mesh, and it has a place on it that in the middle there's something to hang it up. You suspend it from the ceiling in your room, and if you're not experienced hanging things up or experienced putting things up, ask someone in your community. Someone in the household will know what this is or have a good idea how to put it up and help you. Don't feel shy about that, because you want this from day one. Okay, so in review, protective clothing to prevent mosquito bites, bug lotion first thing in the morning, reapplied during the day. Lotion is best in the morning, spray to reapply during the day is more convenient. Mosquito netting every single night you're in country. And those are the ways to try to prevent getting these things. Again, Amigos is a really fun time. You want to be able to do a great project, make new friends, and enjoy yourself. Staying healthy is the first way to do it. Have a good summer.